It's time for Spreaker's Text-to-Speech podcast series. It's the Acapela podcast weekday, every weekday at 12 p.m. Here's your hosts, My Majesty, Queen Elizabeth, Harry, Rod, and Rosie.
Hello. Today it is the 13th of April 2018, Friday. Well, it's a sad day for us, because this is the very final episode of the Acapela podcast, meaning Casting Sunday will be also cancelled.
What? The Acapela podcast is getting cancelled. Oh no!
I don't want the Acapela podcast to go. I love it so much.
Don't cry, Harry. Norbert Radio is going to launch next month on May 1st.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Anyway guys, are you excited for the 2018 World Cup that will be held in Russia in June?
I am. I can't wait for it.
So do I. But there is one question that has ITV News talking. Will England football fans be safe at Russia 2018?
No idea, but we'll see.
So yeah everyone, we've been sitting on this chair for 3.5 years so far. So, what was your favorite moment on this podcast show?
Well, my favourite moment was you reported the funeral of Stephen Hawking, even though this man was awesome.
My favourite moment was when the result of the 2016 American president election was revealed when Donald Trump became the country's 45th president. But, I know I hate Trump in my opinion, but, who knows?
And my favorite moment was when we celebrated an Easter special of the Acapela podcast earlier on April 1st, and it was also April Fool's Day at the same time. Confusing, isn't it?
Yes, of course it was. Anyway, we got Tyler, Scott, Ryan, Saul, and all with us. So boys, thank you all for coming this podcast studio. So, how are you all feeling?
Kinda emotional, because the Acapela podcast is going to an end.
I know, Saul. He has been in Spreaker since August 2016.
First person sought me and Scott interrupting the first episode, even though I'm not hostile anymore.
So do I. And also, that's episode, not person.
Oh. Sorry.
Well, I will always remember the Acapela podcast as long as Spreaker lives.
Alright, we are running out of time soon, so we will hand over to Sharon for a final send-off.
Well everyone, it's time to say goodbye to the Acapela podcast for good. He has been in Spreaker since August 27th, 2016, and it's going to an end 2 years later. There were 75 episodes in total, where the normal one had 26 of them, while the weekday one had 50 of them. Thank you all so much for tuning in this podcast show, from August 27th, 2016, to April 13th, 2018. I'm afraid this podcast show will never come back to Spreaker for good, so, from me, at Buckingham Palace at City of Westminster in England, goodbye and farewell.